Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to show you how I plan to earn $1,000 per month trading options. So I'm kicking off a series. I'm going to call this, I don't know, something like live trading series or live trading, how I make money selling options or something like that. I'm going to be trading options live. Let me explain to you what that means. It means that I'm going to be recording. My goal is to record every trade for, I don't know, a week or two or three. I'm not sure how long I'm going to do it, but I want you to be able to see in real time what I'm doing as I'm selling options for income essentially, and how I'm able to do this. Now, let me just couple of things. Let me just get this disclaimer out of the way. Nothing in these videos on my YouTube channel are considered financial advice. I'm a very biased cryptocurrency enthusiast. I believe in the future of cryptocurrency. I believe this technology is going to transform the world. I love earning passive income with cryptocurrency. However, in no way, shape, or form am I some sort of financial advisor. So take that with a grain of salt. Be aware of that. Also, I am not in any way, shape, or form trying to endorse the Lyra protocol. This is not sponsored content. Just like in this video series, I'm going to be transparent, open, and honest with all of my trades. All of my viewers know that I am always upfront. Anytime that I am doing sponsored content, I will always let you know that content is sponsored. So with that out of the way, by the way, I need to apologize. I am traveling right now. I am in the States. I'm having to use a VPN for this protocol right now. I'm currently staying at an Airbnb, and I have wife and kids inside, so it's a little bit louder. So I stepped outside to be able to record this video because I'm so excited to get this started. But as I did that, there's some birds chirping. We're on a golf course. There's some golf course maintenance going on, so there may be a little bit of background noise. I don't think there's much, so please bear with me while I do that. I just wanted to get this video out to you and get this whole series started. So where are we starting from? This is my real account, $20,822.98. We got to count that, I guess. I have no open trades right now. That means no margin is used. My goal is to be able to grow my collateral amount by at least $1,000 over the next 30 days. This is the first of the month. I don't know if I'm going to be uploading a video every single day, but I do want to capture all of my trades or most of my trades, and maybe I'll upload for a week or two, and then maybe what I'll do is maybe we'll just see how it goes. I'll see how you guys like the content, and then maybe I'll just give some updates over the first month. But my goal is to see, can I do at least $1,000 per month? Just so you know, the great thing about selling options is it can be somewhat predictable. And a few things you need to know. Options, like, you have some idea of what you're going to earn the moment you enter the trade. And I'll show you this here in a minute as we actually make some live trades, because we're going to make a couple of trades here in a moment on camera. So, and with that being said, you can somewhat calculate within a pretty good accuracy of what you're looking to earn. So in this case, I'm always looking to earn about 4 to 6% per month. So for every $10,000, that's $400 to $600. That's how I get to the $1,000 a month. At 20,800, roughly, that should be a little over 800 to 1,200 a month. If we split it down the middle, that's about $1,000 per month. Does this mean that I'm guaranteed to make $1,000 a month? No. But with relative accuracy, with a $20,000 account, I should probably make $1,000 a month thereabouts, $800 to $1,200 in that range every month, probably 8 to 10 months out of the year. And then if the market goes and moves against my positions, then there's a way that you can sort of correct that position, or it's called roll the option out further, kind of give it more time to work out. Don't worry if you don't understand what that is. Oh, that bird's loud. If you don't understand what that is, if you don't understand what it means to roll an option, you're not even gonna have to actually understand what options are to be able to follow along with what I'm doing right here. And I'm in no way, shape, or form is this designed to be a full tutorial, and I'm not telling you to go do this. I want it to be sort of educational, entertainment. I want you to be able to watch what I'm doing, watch my journey, and maybe it will spur you to go do some more research, whether it's more research on Lyra, whether it's more research on cryptocurrency, whether it's more research on options trading as a whole. That's totally up to you. Any comments that you have as I'm doing this series, please put them down below. All right, let's go ahead and get started. By the way, if you appreciate my candor, do me a favor and smash that like button. And if you like my content, please subscribe. Consider subscribing. Hopefully I've earned your subscription. If not, maybe I will before the end of this video or before the end of this series. Let's go ahead and get started. I want to just, before I actually, we'll pull up options here in a moment. And this is the part that kind of confuses a lot of people. It doesn't need to confuse you. I'm going to show you how we can simplify this here in a moment. Let me just say this. Part of what made me want to do this video is because I have seen a lot of content out there about trading options, selling options, options for income, and oftentimes people are talking about it from just a theoretical viewpoint. Do this, make X amount of dollars, and do it over and over again. Or you'll see like technical analysis videos on trading, and everybody looks like at this historical chart and they talk about what they would have done, what trade they would have taken, or maybe even what trade they took and how it worked out for them. But very rarely do you see when things go south do people talk about that. And I think as YouTubers, I think it's incredibly important for people to see how we manage our emotions and how we manage when things go wrong as well. And I think it's important for people to realize that, hey, trades and investments go south for all of us. So when you're out here in this wild, risky, speculative world trying to make a go of it and you make mistakes, it's okay. We all make mistakes at the end of the day. All right, so let me just go ahead and get started. So here's my portfolio, and I do suspect a lot of these videos will be on the shorter side, by the way, as I just make trades. So this is my collateral. What's going to happen is when I make a trade, I'm going to be selling options. And what that means is I'll come over here to options. I'm come over here to put, when I sell an option, then I am going to essentially, this is the bid ask price. I will, because I'm selling it, keep that in mind, because I'm selling the option, I'm actually going to be getting, for example, if I were to sell this option, I'm not going to, but if I were to sell this option, I would immediately get $12 added to my collateral right here once I sell that option. But what will happen is you'll see that my actual portfolio value will be negative. The reason that is because of the spread. So it's $12, but it's $16 if I was going to buy it. So there'll be like, roughly a $4.3 that's negative on my account. You'll notice that in the portfolio value. When I'm selling options, the main thing I'm looking at is how much buying power do I have available, and this will make sense as we continue on. And I'm looking at where my current collateral is. And at the end of the day, it's all about protecting the collateral. Protecting the collateral. When you sell an option, say I'm going to come over here and I'm going to sell an option. We'll come back and use this one as an example. This option expires on July 5th. That's next Friday, I believe. What will happen is my collateral will go up, and over time, I will get more and more of my buying power back. And on July 5th, all of the buying power will go back into my account. So say right here, 20,800, and it would be $34. By July 5th, if I made no other trades and the market didn't move against me too strongly, then you would see by July 5th, it would say my portfolio value would be $20,834. If that's confusing to you, don't worry about it. Let's go ahead and get started. I like to come here and I look at where the markets moved. The markets went up 2%. I like that. I have a lot of buying power, so I need to get some of it to work. The less buying power that I have available, I'm a little bit more picky on which options I take. But right now, I'm going to sell a call, actually, not a put, because the market's going up. So when I'm selling a call, basically I'm taking a little bit of a bearish stance in the market, and that's okay. So I'm going to sell above the market. And the idea being that markets moved up, markets tend to move sideways more often than they move up or down in the short term, so to speak. That's kind of the premise. So right here, if I sell this $3,800 option that's going to expire on July 5th, it has a delta of 8. I pay a lot of attention to deltas. The delta of 8 means that there's roughly an 8% chance that this option is going to uh, basically expire above $3,800. So the odds are in my favor. I've got a 92% chance that this is probably going to work out, most likely. So I'm always trading. I like to trade at the 5 or 8%. Now I've gotten much more conservative. If you follow my content for a while, I've just gotten a lot more conservative. What I'm trying to do is get roughly about 1% per month. I mean, per week, sorry, on my trades. That's where I get the 4% a month. Sorry, those birds are very, very loud. So we're going to go here and go ahead and place a trade. And as you can see, it's going to tie up part of my buying power here. I got to enable trading. I'll sign that. This is in real time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to do a ton of editing to this content, but I want you to be able to see it in real time. Hopefully that doesn't take too long. There we go. Okay, so if I go place one trade here, it's going to tie up 454% of my buying power. And for tying up, I'm sorry, $454 of my buying power of the 20,000. And for tying that up, I'm going to earn roughly 1% on this trade. Now, for me, just so you know, the further out you go, it changes the options pricing. So I'm not going to worry too much about that right now. You can go mess around with it if you wanted to. But in here, I'm gonna tie up about $1,300, and I'm gonna make about 14. So that's over 1% in only 5 days, and I've got a 92% chance of this working out in my favor. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this trade. By the way, this position would get liquidated if the market moved up to $9,800. That's probably not gonna happen. I'm pretty safe there. All right, the order's been filled. So we'll come over here and let's just look at how my account has changed. I'm using up 4% of my buying power right now. This is what I have left. If you come and look at my positions, as you can see, I'm losing money on this position because of the spread. This is how much margin I've actually used up, by the way. And by the way, the closer we get, the less and less margin gets used up. I'm not certain how the protocol figures that out. This chart looks ugly, but we ain't worried about that. That's not a big deal. That'll look fine over time. So this is where I come in. I got $4.80. I traded 3 of them. The current price is here, and this is my liquidation price, which is fine. And this is where the market is currently priced us at right now. As each day goes by, what happens is there's something called theta decay, and that essentially means that the remember, I sold this at $4.80. As time goes on, the current price is $8.65. As time goes on, day to day, this price drops more and more and more. Now, I'm actually going to trade another option just because I have a lot of buying power available, and I'm going to try to go out for 2 weeks. And just so you can kind of see that 2 weeks allows me to make more premium and to get most of the time, a little further away from the current price. So in this case, we'll do another call. We'll go out 2 weeks, and I don't usually go out more than 1 to 2 weeks, usually. And let's see what we can find here. Notice at 6%, we're almost at 2%. Not quite. I don't love that. I wish there was something in the middle. There's not, obviously. I wish there was. And so I don't normally like to go for 11%. I'm sorry, a delta of 11. So I think that, oh, here we go. Let's see where this gets us to. How much did we tie up? That's almost 2%. You know what I'll do? I'll split the middle. I'll do here. We'll review that order. That's a little less than 1% a week. But then I'm going to come over here, and we're on the 12th, and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to sell this one as well. Sort of split the difference there. Now this is where you can get in trouble. This is where greed can get you. The thing about selling options, you get in a lot of trouble if you're greedy. So for example, we got to wait for it to show up. Let me refresh the page again. I didn't see that one go through. Maybe it didn't go through. Oh, it's still open. Okay. It's pending. But in this one, we've got a $16 price. Here's the thing, we're only tying up 400 and something dollars, so that's almost 3%. Technically I could have done just one of those, because if you start getting to 11%, I mean the market can move. If the market takes a big dip, these positions are going to get in a little bit of trouble, which is fine. I can adjust them. That's not an issue. And I'm wanting that to happen actually, so you can kind of see it in real time. I'm waiting for this to go, these orders to go through. All right, I'm not going to worry about this right now. I'm waiting for this order to go through. Okay. If it goes through, basically what's happened is it went through as a limit order. So we're waiting for the, I'm gonna cancel it actually, just because I want to be able to get this resolved on camera. All right, let's go back to portfolio. Here we are. Let's go back to options. Go back to calls. Oh, that's what's happened. Oh no, gotta go a little further to 12th. By the way, notice the difference in the pricing, right? So you come down here. This is a delta of 15 for 3,700, but you go to the 12th. That same 3,700 is a delta of 28. We definitely don't want that. All right, here we go. Let's do. So basically, we have $454 getting tied up, but it's earning $16. That's a this is where it gets like, people look at this, and myself included, I've done it as well. You're like 89% chance. That's almost 90. That's 9 out of 10% chance. That's true. But at the end of the game, you don't want to lose money, because when positions get into trouble and you have to manage them, you don't lose money, but it hurts your ability to earn money. So we want to try to keep earning money, and we don't want to have to manage positions if we don't have to. So let's go ahead and put this one through some order. Now I'm not going to go on the other side of the market right now, because I like to trade when the market, there we go, that should have went through. There we go. I'm not gonna, I could come over here and sell calls, but that's taking a position on the other side of the market, and I don't want to do that because the market is currently going up. So I believe that there's a good possibility the market could turn around and come down tomorrow, and if it does, my current positions will look better. And if, say, with the market drops by 2% tomorrow, if that happens, then I'll be able to sell puts, which is below the current market price. Now, with that being said, let's just say that tomorrow the market goes up another 2%. It's fine. My positions will be fine. They'll be deeper in the red. I'll still be losing money, but my deltas will probably still look good. However, I would sell more calls above the current market price, and I'm going to be able to have they're going to be a little bit safer than the ones I sold today. That's if the market were to go up tomorrow. So we're sitting at 34.66 right now, and here's our current positions. The only thing I'm worried about on any of these positions, the only thing that I personally watch, is my deltas. So if it comes down, all of a sudden this is looking like I got a loss of $20, then all I'm going to do, if I need to, I'll come over here, I'll go to my 3,800 calls for July 5th, options, calls, July 5th, 3,800, and I'll say, what is this sitting at? If it's sitting at 0.12, I'm not worried about it. The only time I get concerned is when we get to a 0.3, because at a 30% delta, that's when I'm paying attention. Maybe 27 delta, 28, 29, 30, I'm definitely paying attention. 31, I'm going to be doing something with those positions. But right now, take a look at my collateral. My collateral's up, and this is what I care about right now. Like, I want that collateral to keep ticking up from when we started the video. Remember, we were at what, 822? So my collateral is currently up $41. I've made $41, or I've added $41 to my collateral right now. That's awesome. That's good. Now we'll be able to watch these positions tomorrow. I plan to place some more trades, and we'll watch how all these trades develop. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments. If you like this style of video, let me know. Smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button. If you want to know more about Lyra, maybe I can do a full tutorial on the actual platform. I would put a link in the description as well. Thank you for watching. This is Crypto Wealth. I'm out.